Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ile Notre Dame, a man-made island just outside of downtown Montreal, one of the finest cities in North America. I'm Kid Petter, that's Andy Wu, and we're bringing to you Round 5 of Season 8 of AM2 Contest of Speed action. I believe Valmo Nubel was the first on track, so we're riding along with him at the moment. Andy, how you doing?
Good, and I'm severely underprepared for this race, so I will be taking all of the notes from these AM2 guys on how to drive this very fast but technical street circuit.
Yeah, I think most of us haven't really been preparing. Not a fun track to drive, so it's hard to blame anyone.
Really not. Especially on the controller or pad,
it's really difficult.
whatever you want to call it. It's not fun. Not fun.
It is not fun. And we're getting comments in already. I'm trying to bring this up on my laptop, but for some reason it keeps saying video unavailable. So apologies to the commenter there. It's on. Gotta do that. I usually have it on my phone, but I have a fantasy draft at 8:30, so I'm sorry. I did my best to move it back. But you will be hearing me make selections starting in about 15 minutes. Wish me luck. Mitch Burns has set the early fast lap, 109.2. I believe these guys are going to, at least most of them will probably be able to get down to the 108s here this evening. Arcaka, 109.5. Porridge, 109.6. Strong day for the McLarens last week in Monza. It was, I think, a third and fifth for these guys. Porge's first podium in quite a while. And speaking of strong performances, P-Dog was the winner by about 10 seconds, I think. 5 seconds? I don't know.
It was a pretty healthy margin.
Yeah, he was pretty dominant. Definitely the best car on track as he's heading into the pits. I did a little bit of research, as I usually do on my Tuesday evenings, to provide the best possible commentary for these beautiful drivers and their family and friends. Do you know who won the last race here? Season 6, Round 13 in Canada.
Okay, so I was engineering for you, pretty sure, and I don't think you won this race.
I did not. If you remember, actually, I think I was running in third, and I had a controller glitch that put me into the wall before the Wall of Champions.
My guess is Bama. I'll say Bama.
Bama wasn't here 2 seasons ago, you silly goose. So,
oh man, God.
So this is a long-winded way of telling you that P-Dog won that race by 20 seconds after setting a pole. And also, speaking of poles, Elite Game Boy set pole last week on debut, but he only lasted a few laps. Hopefully, he can improve on that. Currently sitting in the second spot. Not a whole lot of action out on track at the moment. A lot of cars in the pits. Switching tires and whatnot. Got 4 viewers. Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
R-Bar.
Excuse me. We had about half the field invalidate their first laps there. Which makes, that's going to be the big thing, is who's going to be able to get that one clean run in. That really could be the difference, especially as we get down to the last couple moments in this session.
Yeah.
Who doesn't invalidate that last run?
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but yeah, I think this race is going to be won and lost on penalties. Super finicky track limits, difficult curbs, a lot the same these guys faced last week at Monza, but it's a lot tighter around here. Walls on any side, either side, at all times, pretty much. Speaking of guys, Fatal had a good run last week. His first podium of the season, which catapulted Haas into the lead of the championship standings up to 62 points, but we're pretty tight there. Haas 62, Red Bull 56. Did you just get shot? Aston Martin 55, Ferrari 52, Alfa 49, and McLaren 45. So about 17 points separating the top 6 teams. So pretty cool stuff there.
Yeah, I was looking at the battles. I live in a rough neighborhood, alright, so if you hear any more aired gunshots, I apologize. The the battle this season. Like, even drivers, it's such a tight gap from, like, first with P-Dog, who took the lead after just winning last week, to all the way down to 8th, I think. I mean, even down to 10th. I mean, it's such a mixed up grid in AM2 this year. Season.
Yeah, P-Dog has a 7-point lead over Electric Blade, who has 40. 1 point or 2 points behind him is Mitch with 38. Vamu behind him with 37. Then DK 33 and Porge 29. Bod with 22. So that is the top 7 in the championship, all within one race, as P-Dog has put it in P1 with a 108.7. Would say that he is the favorite. That was R-Bar commenting. Says P-Dog favorite. I would say so, given the circumstances.
That's probably a better lap than what I'm going to be setting tomorrow night.
Entirely possible. See where... What am I doing? Game Boy coming into the 3rd sector just about. See where he's at. He says, away, we're live, POG. What does POG mean? It means POG, not...
see, I thought it was player of game, but, like, it's been so used and warped by people like R-Bar.
Yeah. POG is spelt differently, in my opinion, in my neck of the woods. And it means something entirely different.
Something completely different.
Yeah, I don't think it really comes into effect in the racing sphere much. Porge coming in to finish his lap here. Across the line, as we mentioned earlier, good race from Porge, his first podium in 2 seasons. That's P2.
Solid lap
for the Canadian. It's a home race for a lot of guys around here, as you might suspect.
Is Porge Canadian? Yeah. He's American.
I think Porge and Arkaka are both Canadian. I might be mixing them up.
One of them's American.
Well, Porge might be American. I mean,
think Porge is Canadian. I think.
Arkaka is definitely Canadian. I think they're both Canadian. Maybe. I don't know. R-Bar might have that. Might have those POG stats.
This specific province, though, we got Mitch Burns, the Alpine boys.
Yeah. Mitch Burns and Villeneuve, who this circuit is actually named after. Villeneuve, 1965. Oh, as we have jinxed Mitch. Probably laughing at that joke. Sorry, man. But he has knocked a lot of wing off that car.
Luckily, not a tire.
R-Bar says it's Twitch lingo for good.
Okay, nerd.
Yeah, well, who watches Twitch, dude? We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that, Gen Z. Motor invalidates.
There's a green car sitting in the... Oh, DK's out. Yeah, DK's out in the final chicane.
Uh-oh. Wall of Champion strikes again. I don't think we're going to be able to get that.
No, he already disappeared. I was looking on my track map and saw a little green dot just not moving. And went to Bod, and he was still rolling around, and DK was out in the session.
But Drew might be able to get a little tow here down this last straightaway. P10 at the moment, coming off of a P9 last week. Any points are good points for Gru. As it looks like his teammate Gordito has spun out, got a terrible camera angle for that, but Gru will thank him very much for his service as he improves up to P8. Man, that's gotta be a little sketchy, being the follow car there. Watching a teammate go straight into the wall.
Was he starting a lap there behind him?
No,
AlphaTauri jumped it.
Gru is finishing.
Dylan.
Oh.
Backwards out of the... Oh, he might have just got... Oh. Reset the track there. I didn't see it. It's for good cause.
I didn't see it. There he is on screen. There's the culprit right there, officer. It is Bot Hot on mediums for some reason. even though time's ticking down. You usually see Bod do a few medium laps. I don't think he really practices anymore. As he completely lights that up. Saves
hit a
it.
wall, though.
Yeah, keeps
That's
it off
impressive.
the wall. Pretty good parallel parking skills from the Australian.
Oh,
now he's
nailed it. Perfection.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Looks like Fatal's coming into the third sector of his. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have a front wing, so that might be a bit of an obstacle.
Going slow out of the onto the weird DRS straight, the back one, I guess. I just thought he was letting everyone fight.
Yeah, it turns out, that is, he's probably a rocket in the straight line there. But yeah, that does affect your turning ability.
Shelley also missing his entire front wing.
Well, not the way.
Out of not the last chicane, but the second last chicane. What number is that, Mr. Factman?
Number what? For what?
At the end of the second DRS street.
End of the second DRS, that is 8.
Okay. That seems like a lot of corners before 8.
Yeah, they kind of do the, was it France? They kind of, they don't count every little bend. Yeah, so they're a little more liberal with the corner numbering. This technically is only a 13.
We are in Canada.
Yeah, this is only a 13 corner circuit, but there are a lot of full speed bends that do not count. In fact, 1 and 2, you would think that's actually about 3 corners, but it is actually only 2.
Yeah, I'd say the first left and then the right, but then I'd probably count that little kink before you get to the chicane after that.
Yeah, the chicane is 3 and 4. But then that second kink is 5. Then 6 and 7 is the second chicane.
Okay.
I kind of like it like that. I feel like people just add in...
like, you're kind of turning all the way till you get to that first chicane.
F1 likes to add in the corner numbers to make it seem more extreme.
And then you go to Singapore where there's like 28 corners.
Yeah, like Baku has 47 corners, even though you're only braking like 8 times. I prefer this way, actually. Intra-draft, hold on. Didn't realize that I accidentally exited my draft. You guys will be witnessing what I assume is a first tonight in Contest of Speed history. Someone doing a fantasy draft live on air while broadcasting. $50 buy-in.
What you looking at there?
I think Alvin Kamara is the move at 4.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's not going to have an offensive line.
It's still PPR. He's going to have like 105 catches.
They're going to put 7 in that box. He ain't doing nothing.
Jameis Winston's going to be dotting dudes up.
Check down Maestro.
Jameis Winston, Hall of Fame. Book it, folks.
I mean,
Book it.
Drew Brees did it.
Yeah, and look at him. He's like 5'10". We're also 5'10" and not NFL quarterbacks. It's the birthmark. Alright, well, was gonna give Shelly the Turtle some shine here. It is his debut. Usually like to give a warm hello to the newcomer, Shelly. Out of Pittsburgh, he's a Yinzer. Yinzer out of Pittsburgh. Go Pirates. And shout out to Pitt. Covered the spread this week. One of my few wins on the 28 bets I made on college football opening weekend. Shelly, ironically enough, was my teammate in another league 2 weeks ago. And then 5 days later, he was commenting on our stream looking for an invite to the Discord. I wanted to join for a while, but he couldn't find the invites. And now look at him. He's full-time in that second Ferrari with VTech, following VTech's surprising departure as he smacks the wall coming out of the hairpin. But yeah, Shelly had some pretty good pace in the one race that I did with him. Got a little unfortunate as Elite Game Boy, I think, retires in the pits.
Yep. He just missed out on a Pip and V-Dog there.
Ooh, 2 thousandths of a second. That is very close, but again, I'm not a doctor. Is that Arcaka without a front wing? Oh no, he's going to finish this lap even though he's invalidated. That orange blended in with something.
Is he gonna start another one? Yeah, he has 100% ERS.
Yeah, we might have.
Yes,
we
he
might
ran
have
out
that
of
glitch.
time. Oh, yeah, he didn't run out of time.
Yeah, there's usually like a 15 to 30 second glitch between what we see and what they see.
Oh yeah, see, you're not gonna have the light glitch this time. The lights are gonna go out on, if you're not hosting, you don't get the light glitch.
Is that how that works? Okay.
Yeah, so I have no idea what any of the timing stuff is now. But it probably is fine on your end, which, you know, good for the stream.
It is. A little less confusing for me.
I can look at our wonderful TAS, telemetry system, for all the data that I need.
TAS. Just hopping around here, looks like Porridge is actually in front. Not sure if both of these McLarens have gotten it, plus P-Dog. I think P-Dog's safe at the moment.
Dylan died.
Arcock is
out of
backed
the
out.
second. Yeah,
I think
sitting in the lap. 5 maybe. Oh, he's missing a front wing. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's getting in that lap.
Invalidated.
I think Porridge invalidated. Electric down P10. Oh, P11, free tire choice. That's gonna go mediums. Wonderful. He planned that 100%.
Perhaps, but it looks like all the boys are done here. Done running. P-Dog Payton avenges his pole position in Season 6 over nearly a year ago.
Reasserts his dominance on the Canadian Grand Prix circuit.
I don't know. I got a lot of
avenge is not the right word.
Yeah, it's not. But I've got my eyes in a lot of different places right now. Okay, I'm trying to get mentally prepared for a fantasy draft. I'm trying to broadcast a race to like 10 people.
Just thought of like a meme from 2008 where the guy's looking forward and down at the same time.
I wish I could do that. That would be pretty sick. But it also might be pretty annoying, like when you're driving or something.
Porridge and Arcock are both Canadians.
No, that's what I told you.
Yeah.
Let's look at all these Canadians. Got a ton of Canadians. Villeneuve, Clay, Arcock, Porridge, Grew. Who actually, didn't even mention Grew had a really good qualifying up there in P6. And Mitch. And, more Canadians than Americans, perhaps.
Grew was American like a week ago.
Did you see him in the comments section? In the Discord today, he was talking about a track that's right next to his house.
He's Canadian.
That Jacques Villeneuve built. It's right on the border with Washington, I think. Yeah, Washington, up in southeastern British Columbia. It actually looked like a pretty nice track. Of course,
shout out to the 1997 World Champion.
Yeah, and musician.
Yeah, more importantly.
Yeah, he's an artist before a racer, for sure. Anyways, get your predictions in if you're so inclined. I'm up in 2 picks. Sworn, you want to talk through the strategy around here while I hopefully pick Alvin Kamara?
I think it's a 2-stop. I honestly am not sure. I think the top 10 are probably going to go soft, medium, medium. Outside the top 10, I think it's probably medium, hard, 1-stop. Yes. But again, I've done 0 practice. Congratulations. Now you gotta back that up with a wide receiver, right?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Here, I don't want to tap here, dude. 11.
Get Nick Chubb on the snake. That would be dynamic. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be looking for some value on the snake. Thinking maybe like Travis Kelce, Antonio Gibson, maybe. That might do it.
Some surprising qualifying laps, I guess. With P-Dog on pole, I don't think that's too big of a surprise. But Grew in P6, both McLarens in the top 10 at Clay, sneaking into the top 10, which bumped Electric out, and DK, who wrecked at the beginning of the session without even setting a lap, Um, I think him and Electric are probably going to be making some moves and would be my pick for driver of the day at the end of this.
Wow, that is a bold prediction.
I think DK's going DK's going up at least 10 spots.
Yeah, I definitely do expect DK to get in the points. He has been hoarding points this year. Only down 14 in the championship. Might end up being a pretty big loser in the grand scheme of things, though. I think he said that he has to work in 2 hours, like half an hour ago as well. So hopefully he can end the race on a high. Some interesting moves down the order. Gordito starting on the hards. And then everyone after Villeneuve in 12th, they are starting mediums. Interestingly enough, Electric and Villeneuve on the softs.
Yeah.
But I think they can make up positions on the start. And these softs honestly don't wear that quickly. You can easily get 10 to 13 laps out of them without too much of a drop-off.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think that's more of a, if there is an early safety car, they don't want to be kind of in that position where they have to stay out on mediums. It opens things up, but I'd rather like someone like Motor or Shelly, somewhere in that 13th to 15th range to try to make up track position on those soft tires and then open themselves up with the different strategy options.
Yeah. I meant to go through the entire grid there. Sorry, guys. I'm a little distracted. Tyreek Hill still on the board. But P-Dog is lining up into his grid position here. Ooh, I actually kind of want to Saquon Barkley, to be honest with you. No R-Bar. I actually got Alvin Kamara at number 4. Thank you. And I am up next. Oh, God. Timing could not be any better here from beautiful Ile Notre Dame. Montreal. Wonderful, wonderful city. Next. Still, oh, P-Dog gets a getaway. That's the camera shot we were looking for, but Elite Game Boy actually gets the best launch off the outside. And that's going to parlay into the inside turn 2, Virage Senna. Let's see if these guys can hold it together. A lot of side-by-side stuff, and you do not want to do that. Going through that chicane right there, that is tricky.
To say the least, I think we're all pretty clean so far. I don't think anyone's probably going to jinx somebody, but I think everyone's still going in the right direction with all their wing giblets.
I did Antonio Gibson. But not really. He's 14th on the board. But yeah, Elite holding off right now as we've got some positions being made up. Electric into P8. Gru had a rough start.
Vamu and Mitch going at it for P3. I think Vamu finally backed out of it. Mitch must be running very low downforce.
Fatal here taking a look on Bod. Bod's lost a spot.
Someone who had a great start, Gordito, up to 12th on those hards. As DK must have picked up some damage. Yeah, 35%. Only up from here, DK.
Yeah, not great.
It looks like we kind of got a bit of a procession here, which honestly I'm a fan of because I want to see where these strategies go.
Look at these guys.
Slipped up.
Whoa! Poor John Vamu. A little double move there. Whoa, Vamu! Holy cow! He chased that. He chased that all the way into the inside wall.
I think he lost it out of the same corner. And I think he went for a full 360. Oh, the tires are high.
Oh, that is game over for Villeneuve at the track they named after him. Hopefully, he's all right, and that's going to be a VSC.
Yes.
I am on the clock
just made a move
again.
on Game Boy, and I think the VSC just saved Game Boy there. That they were side by side, and I think they gave it to. Oh, they gave it to P-Dog. The Game Boy was ahead.
Interesting. It's a bit of a Paul Tracy Elio Castroneves, Indy 500 thing. Justin Jefferson and Keenan Allen.
Jefferson.
Okay.
Keenan Allen's probably your safer bet, but in terms of like explosive ability, Jefferson's got that one.
Fatal
picks
to
up
drive
a drive-through after him, Bod, and Bamu all pit for the mediums.
That is rough.
Clay and Drew going at it.
Yeah, Clay, looks like he's got him cleared here. So good job from Clay. Clay's still looking for his first points of the season, I think. Ended last year on a pretty good streak, but hasn't picked that form back up. A lot of us have been struggling with the game as Gru gets really out of sorts. Arcocker just about gets him. DRS is available, but these guys are all in a bit of a train at the moment.
Well, there's the top three kind of pulled away from everybody, and then there's a train starting to form behind Porridge, Electric, and then the big train starting behind Clay there, and that goes all the way down to P11, P6. Shelly hits. I think he had some wing damage.
Yeah.
His motor is around the turn 2. Got back going again. Those tires are probably going to be a little spicy though. Scordito up in the 9th on those hards.
Indeed. Is Wayo not in here?
Wayo is not here.
He was in the lobby for a little bit, I thought. Might just be seeing things. Motor. Yeah, definitely spicy tires there as he is... Something happened to his teammate, Dylan, well off the pace. That's the problem right there. He doesn't have a front wing. Yet again...
That'll do it.
Formula cars, especially the higher up the ladder you go, guys, it is very difficult to drive them without a front wing. That's where you get most of your front and downforce.
Yeah,
I read Adrian Newey's book, actually. His Elite Game Boy. I'm kind of an expert. Elite Game Boy's actually dropped out of DRS range. So, I'm not sure if P-Dog's just putting in bangers of laps right now.
I think P-Dog's putting in some good laps here.
He's stretching his legs.
Yeah, just a little bit. And now with Mitch having DRS on game and putting him under that pressure, it'll take some incredible laps from Game Boy to get back into DRS range of P-Dog. Or maybe a mistake.
Maybe. You know, I'm thinking about reaching here in round 4. Just wonder. I'm going to bounce this off you. Kyle Pitts, round 4. How do you feel about that? You think that's too high?
I think that's a bit of too much of a reach.
Okay. I'm thinking tight end, though. I'm thinking tight end or running back.
Tanyan is a great value pick.
I mean, I'm good on that for a while. Oh, no. Oh, someone... I was looking at Greg Kittle. I might get Kyle Pitts on the wraparound here.
Greg Kittle.
George Kittle. I call him Greg.
I think that's fatal serving his drive-through. A safety car day. We'll get him back into this race.
I thought we might see, especially in the AM1 race, we saw 2 safety cars in single car incidents. Was a little surprised that we didn't see one for Villeneuve, because that was a pretty massive impact. Definitely put a dent in that concrete.
Well, we got VSC, and he was kind of parked right next to an escape road.
Yeah,
he slid in backwards, and all they had to do was pull him forward.
Now here's Bot on that alternate strategy. He was one of the 2 that ducked off during that VSC to put on some mediums. Definitely committed to the one stop here. There's a yellow.
Shelly around.
Oh, that's Shelly back there. It is, in fact, Bod here catching motor. This is not even a competition. This was a pink slip race.
Boy in the hits.
Oh, quick axe on those.
I mean, that's kind of early, I think. Again, have not done any practice, but that seems like an early pit stop.
It is, and you know what? Someone took Kyle Pitts already.
See, that's why you need to go with Tanya in like 3 rounds. Because Clay, oh no,
Clay,
whole wing's gone, and he's backwards.
Nothing. Luckily, nothing too serious.
Nothing too. His whole front wing's gone.
Well, I mean, like nothing fatal, nothing terminal for him. DeAndre Swift. Okay, that did it. Pick DeAndre Swift. Sorry.
Someone's got to finish last.
Build my team around running
Up to
backs.
7th though.
Yeah, Gordito up to 7th on those hard tires. Bod's chasing him. I don't think he's going to be in that spot for too long.
George and P-Dog reacting to Dylan's early pit stop. Quick on the mediums is Drew around the outside of Electric into turn 1. Overcooked it. Left plenty of room.
Yeah, now it's going to be interesting to see if any of these soft runners, if I'm Mitch Burns right now, you think you might just be looking to stretch these softs, throw on the hards, and do a one-stop?
I wouldn't do that, but I'd definitely stretch these softs out as long as you can take them. With those guys pitting that early, if, like you say, that you can take these to lap 10 or 11, I'd take it those extra 3 laps and then see if you could jump onto a set of softs later at the end of the race. Rather than another set of mediums, which is what I think the other 3 were doing.
Bit of a moment there for Blade. As we have Bod, I think he's dropped it. Oh,
yep,
Bod.
Out of the
No
places.
damage. No damage, thankfully, for Bod, but he has lit those mediums up. And he'll lose about...
Mamu has 20% wing damage on his left or right front as Mitch Burns does dive into the pits, followed by Electric and Gru. Did Gru mess up the pit entry? I don't think so.
Yeah, Elite Game Boy has picked up a 3 seconds out, probably.
Shelly is backwards again and without a front wing. Tough debut for Shelly, but good to see him out here. Oh,
everyone.
Boy. Oh, Shelly.
Oh no. And that is, yep, same spot there as P-Dog is pushing Gordito. P-Dog didn't really like the way Gordito was racing him last week. This was who he had to overtake for the win.
I've been to him there a little bit.
Yeah,
he's gonna push him off the track. Yeah, Dog just needs to keep his cool.
Indeed, but that's gonna let Motor get into this battle. 8-lap old mediums for Motor. As I have to pick again. I'm gonna go with Chris Godwin.
P-Dog's gonna go with DRS down the inside into the chicane on Gordito, who, kind of lets him go there, realizes that that's not a battle he needs to be fighting. His Game Boy jumps to the inside out of the slipstream of Motor and clears him very simply into turn 1.
Now he's gonna have to get by Gordito ASAP if he wants to keep up.
I wonder if Gordito is like a Ryan Newman type of guy. He'll battle the first guy that's putting him a lap down. Like, even though this isn't a lap down, but like in terms of race, in terms of the whole grand scheme of the race, I wonder if Gordito's going to defend as hard as he did. Yeah, I don't think so. Ryan Newman lets.
Are you calling Gordito fat?
I am not calling him fat. I'm calling him a Daytona Fireball crash survivor.
I'm a survivor. Motor has now closed to the back of him, and Mitch is close to the back of those two, so Mitch is definitely going to want to get a move on it to clear Motor and Gordito, neither of whom are racing his race, and he is just going to have to, let's see what he does. Discretion is the better part of valor for J.C. Mitch Burns here at his home race. He's staring at a podium if he can just keep this thing on track.
These two are going at it on old tires. But with the squeeze, Gordito squeezes him back, and that allows Mitch to slide
And
underneath the motor.
Yeah, and I think Mitch is going to be able to get Gordito, actually. Oh, good lord, this is some action-packed stuff. I think Bot has lost it somewhere on track. That's turn 1. We're not going to show that. Instead, we're going to show this. This has allowed Porge to negate that 3-second gap that he had to Mitch prior to the pit stop cycle, and it's allowing P-Dog and Elite Game Boy to get away with this.
Oh boy. Mitch, poor Mitch Burns. He's lost 4 seconds on this lap alone.
Yep. Yeah, this is not ideal stuff for Mitch. His motor is now the biggest loser. And I think he's going to get got by Porge.
Get Mitch back.
Oh no. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah, Mitch Burns is running a seriously low wing here.
Yeah, he's flying. Oh! Motor completely outbroke himself there, and that's going to give the spot to Porridge. These guys are getting feisty.
Calm down, guys. We're only on lap 12. Who am I kidding? That just makes too much sense.
Sheesh, yeah. Yeah, they're having a lot of fun. That's all that matters. DK and Arcock are going at it for P9 at the moment.
They're just gonna get past Gordito here, I think. That's where the action's at.
Here it is, and we get a beautiful camera angle from Codemasters. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Gordito has just hit the back, and now Porridge is going to get through on the outside, it looks like. Let's see who breaks the latest. And if Porridge can get himself a better exit than Gordito on those old hards. There he is. Clay is retired in the pits, I think, after getting that penalty.
Well, he spun again in the same place where he did earlier. Gordito thinking about a move there. Yeah, the hards are saying no as he clips the wall. 10% damage, not a whole lot. But
not the end of the world, but he's definitely going to be feeling that, especially on those harder compound tires. But I think the real story here is, look at that humongous gap that is formed between P2 and Mitch Burns. Mitch was within a second. Now 6 seconds after that battle. And Porridge is right on his tail.
Was it Drew? Is it Drew or Bod? Oh, now it's Electric.
Oh, Electric.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Electric has dropped it. That is Vamu. It was Vamu with that other one. He's not. He's missing a front wing. I wonder if.
Oh yeah, he's missing all of it.
I'm not sure if those were related.
I'm surprised with how many front wings we're missing here.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of waste going into the St. Lawrence River. And it's going to be mainly carbon fiber. Front wings, his motor just about collects the back of Gordito, and he's getting off those mediums. See what tire choice he puts on. TK with another 3-second time penalty. These are coming in.
Hards. Yep, motor goes to another set of mediums.
Another set of mediums. Looks like medium, soft. Yep. It's going to be the move from Motor, the man with the ugliest helmet in the series. Arcaka chasing down DK right now. That's why DK is picking up so many penalties. He's got a wild Arcaka all up on his gearbox.
I think Arcaka is just watching him swerve all over the place. Look at the amount of ERS he has compared to DK. 80% more, or 70% more.
Oh no, I've auto-drafted. I auto-drafted Dak Prescott. Back up front, Porridge power on Mitch Burns, dang it.
Oh no.
Not ideal. Not ideal for me.
Who went around there?
I have no idea.
Oh. You're gonna have to wear the dunce cap for a little while for that one.
I have Dak Prescott in another league as well as Porridge has gone around.
Porridge.
He's going to reverse back on track, ghosting on. He might have damaged his rear wing in the process there. Gordito's going to get back by into P4.
Check. No rear wing damage for...
Oof. And now he's come back up to pace right in front of his teammate. He's going to split that DK Arcaka battle. Let's see if he lets Arcaka
Arcaka DK battle. He got around him there. Arcaka did. It was... What a run from Bod.
That's Bod.
I'm so confused. The Astons and the McLarens.
There's a lot of them. Up in two. So, currently I'm looking at Dak Prescott, Justin Jefferson, Chris Godwin, Alvin Kamara, Antonio Gibson, and DeAndre Swift. I don't think it's that bad.
Robert Tonyan, there you go. In that whole Aston McLaren battle, the amount of ERS between the two teams is very wild. As DK peels into pits and picks up 5 seconds. Both the Astons are on like 5 and 10% ERS, and the McLarens are sitting there on 80.
Alright, I drafted Robert Tonyan there.
There you go.
I trust him over Lance Thomas. Looking around here. Fatal! No! Where was that? Was that Wall of Champions, perhaps?
Into the pits.
Into the pits? Interesting.
He broke his wing on a new set of hearts.
Oh. Yeah, I was wondering once I saw one lap. That is rough from Fatal. Coming off his best performance by far of the season. Let's check on the penalty situation presented by Fanatic. Speaking into existence, Elite Game Boy on 3 seconds. That means P-Dog has nearly a 7-second lead at the moment. This is looking a lot like round 13 of season 6, where he just absolutely crushed the field. Mitch Burns, 3 seconds. Gordito, 3 seconds. Bod, 3 seconds. Porge and Arcaka keeping it clean next to each other. As looks like Arcaka is going to get that position. Grew on 3 seconds. Motor on 3 seconds in P10. DK apparently cannot wait to get to work this evening. Uh-oh.
Out of turn 2.
Oh.
Ghosting is a blessing and a curse, because sometimes you can count on it to save your life, and other times there's a unghosted car sliding in front of the track.
You know, we're seeing a lot of action around that turn 2.
Yeah.
I was thinking we'd see a lot more through the Wall of Champions, and the 2 high-speed chicanes, but it looks like turn 2, people are just getting on the throttle a little bit early through there. Getting excited. DK on these softs. With those 11 seconds for the penalty, he's going to have to get moving.
Yeah, that's something that doesn't get me excited.
Oh no, Gru has lost it. Oh, Gru has lost it on the exit of the hairpin. And he is...
That safety car.
And he collected DK. Oh, that is just wrong place, wrong time for DK, and he's going to have to change his wing.
Luckily, he will be caught back up to the pack, go to a set of mediums, take him to the end of the race, boys.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. That would be extra unfortunate. Extra super duper unfortunate, actually, if he didn't get a safety car there. Because he was just collateral damage in Gru's accident.
Serving a one of those, the 5 of the 11 seconds there. He was speeding in the pits earlier.
Well, good to get that wiped off under the safety car. So not the end of the world for him. Be able to come back out, compete for points. Only 12 drivers remain this evening. Have to see what everybody else does.
Everybody will be diving in here for a set of mediums to take to the end.
I do too. Unless you've already used both your sets of mediums. Which Motor has.
Light Motor, yeah.
I'm not sure what you do if you're in Motor's situation, but P-Dog puts on the mediums. Elite Game Boy puts on the mediums. Mitch Burns on the mediums.
It's tough.
You might want to check your mic real quick.
Oh, sorry.
Gordito really kind of gets bailed out here. Going to be in P5 on track motor. It's going to stay out, take the spot. Interesting decision for motor. I wonder if he's banking on a late safety car. Kind of looks like it.
He's probably just not thinking.
That's entirely possible as well.
But he did kind of put himself in a pickle there by going medium. Trying to set himself up for a soft stint at the end. His tires aren't that bad. He's got 15 on the rears and 10 on the front. So maybe he can just stretch him to the end with these guys. But I don't know. That'll be a tough ask because he is particularly harsh on his tires.
It's my turn. I feel about Tyler Boyd right now to be my third wide receiver.
Not at all.
No, there's not a whole lot.
You don't touch anyone on the Bengals.
Sutton, Smith-Schuster, Debo. I don't really think there's a whole lot to choose from here.
I think Juju as a third option is adequate.
Yes. I'll go with Boyd.
I mean, he has an injury problem. His quarterback doesn't have an offensive line, and they're going to be throwing it to Butterfingers Jamar Chase the entire season.
Well, he's my third option. I'm going to draft another wide receiver here on the turnaround.
You should just don't touch the Bengals. Bengals are in shambles, just like Joe Burrow's knees for the rest of his career on that team.
I think I'm going to go... I can't. It's very difficult to keep up with the bye weeks here. 7, 10, 7, 7. I'm trying to stay away from 7 and 9 bye weeks. I mean, Robbie Anderson's still on the board.
Robbie Anderson. I mean, as a third option, I'd take him over Tyler Boyd any day of the week.
Well, he might just about be my fourth option, so we'll go with that. Is a safety car coming in this lap, perhaps?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna keep doing the.
Late
call. Wow, that was very late.
Only one person is negative on fuel right now, and that's Electric Blade down in P8. But he just ticked over positive. I think him and Arcaka were the only two that were pretty close.
Yeah, this is definitely livened the race up a bit.
Checking everybody up here.
Oh, we are getting very congested back in the pack. He's gone. It looks like that's caught Bodhot out. We have these guys are all stacked up at the back.
Electric and Bambu, championship rivals.
And I believe that's going to be a front wing chase for Vomit. There's no way. Oh no!
Well, both of them have minor wing damage.
Probably not worth it to pit now. So we're gonna go back to the front of the field. Motor on those mediums. He is the only one in the field that has to pit once again.
Oh yeah, he will have to make that stop because he has not put on both tires.
That is correct. So I think he's definitely rooting for another safety car and being able to strap those softs on for a nice run to the finish. Arcaka looking around the inside of Bodhi, but it looks like he doesn't have the straight line speed to get there. Bod knows he's there. Only 12 drivers remaining in a war of attrition here in Montreal. P-Dog has just about broken DRS yet again. There it is, 1.1 or 1.001 seconds. My 2-lead Game Boy Mitch's gonna
I feel
try.
like that lead's only gonna grow too.
Yeah, I think Mitch was keeping pace with P2 before that electrifying 4 or 5 weight battle midway through the race, where he got stuck behind Gordito and Motor and got all caught up in that. So this is actually a bit of a savior for him. Perhaps he can challenge for P2. Is Motor's going to have his hands full fighting off Bodhod, I believe, here pretty soon. Let's look at these guys. They're all stacking up behind those 8-lap-old mediums.
In questionable defensive tactics.
Perhaps.
I don't think Bod's gonna stick around here too much longer.
Yep, he is looking up the inside of turn 1. I think he's gonna get the power down around the outside here. Even though he's had a whale of a time this evening, he's back up into P4 with a pretty decent chance of a podium here.
Blade picks up another 3 seconds. Insult to injury.
Injury to insult.
That's actually his first. Porridge could have and probably should have went for it there. He had the momentum.
Definitely looks like Motor is. I mean, those mediums probably aren't that bad, but compared to the fresh mediums, they're probably not quite there. As he's struggling a bit for grip at the moment. Let's see if Arkaka can make a move on Motor. Motor just inside of DRS. Arkaka with a straight line speed advantage. These guys are going to go side by side into the wall of champions, and they both make it.
Nobody going into the wall of champions.
Well, turn 12 is actually that's the corner name. It's the wall of champions.
Is it?
Yes. I did my research.
That sounds dumb though. Like I feel like you don't call the corner the wall.
That's what Wikipedia said.
Get it together.
It's my turn again.
Oh, DK. Way late on the brakes, kind of tapped Porridge a little bit. Nothing egregious though. Everyone carries on without wing damage.
I need another backup quarterback, or a backup quarterback perhaps.
Matt Stafford.
Yep, went with Matt Stafford. How'd you know?
Best backup quarterback option in fantasy football. And he will probably be your starter after 2 weeks.
I don't know. I believe in Dak Prescott. Even though he got jumped by 3 frat bros from Mississippi State in the Gulf Coast. When he was in college. Kind of embarrassing. Mitch Burns picks up 3 seconds. What will that mean?
Gordito with a great run through the chicane on Arkaka. Down the inside in the one. Ooh, kind of squeezed him off the road there.
I don't think Gordito was. I think he thought he was clear, but he wasn't.
He was not. Side by side with Motor and Porridge. Into the second chicane. There's sweeps around the outside.
And now DK's gonna. There. Yeah, this is going from bad to worse for Motor. You should have just put on the hards during that. Yep. During that pit stop. And whoa, Motor's still there. And he's still there. I think they're going to go side by side yet again. Actually, DK does prevail eventually.
I don't know if DK will have DRS here on the back of this train. Motors antics.
We're about to find out.
Either way, both of those guys
Ka-chow.
have 6 seconds of penalties.
Ka-chow, he's got it. And speaking of getting it, Mitch Burns is getting it right now.
Oh boy. Yeah,
closing in on Elite Game Boy for P2. This would be huge for his championship aspirations.
In terms of penalties, though, Mitch is on 6 seconds compared to Game Boy's 3. I can check warnings. Game Boy is on 5 warnings, so any moment's notice, him and Bodhide could pick up their 6 seconds penalties. His motor picks up 9. Arkaka on 2 warnings. Porridge power, 1 warning. 26 laps.
Alright, I picked Kenyon Drake.
He plays for the Cardinals now, right?
He plays for Las Vegas. He's supposed to split touches. Like third down touches. Brandon Jacobs.
You believe that one?
Yes. Yeah, because he can catch the ball out of the backfield. Mr. Burns makes contact with the back of the lead Game Boy. There.
Oh, he had pretty hefty wing damage too. That's 21%.
Oh boy. That's tough because, you know, it looked like he hit squarely enough not to actually get any damage, but it might be wrong.
It's unfortunate. And now he's probably he's gonna fall all the way back to this train, and it's just gonna be another cork in the bottle.
Yep, it's got 2 seconds to Bodhod bring up the penalty situation again. 8 seconds for Bodhod, 2 seconds for Mitch, and he's losing. He's fading fast here.
Bod, I don't think is going to keep those 5 seconds. They were under safety cars. DK lost it.
Not again.
Turn 8, 9 chicane.
Not again.
McLaren's ready to gang up on Gordito and the Williams. Porridge power.
That is
showing that power.
The power Porridge. Mitch has pit.
Oh boy. Gordito went for tried to switch back, carry the momentum for that corner, and they ran Porridge into the wall.
That is a difficult thing for Mitch Burns. He was looking real good. P3, maybe even a P2. That would have jumped him up into P2 in the championship. Within striking distance of P-Dog. Instead, he's going to come out in P10.
There's a motor there just also pit through softs.
It looks like we're going to get a fastest lap from one of those two. It's always fun. And whoever gets it has to finish in P10 for the double points. Although I do think that they would probably catch up to DK eventually. Probably about a second lap quicker at this point.
Electric Blade still rocking the 13% wing damage that he picked up on the safety car restart. But Bodhod has 4% side pipe damage from I have no idea what, but I don't think that's going to hold him back from fighting for a podium here. As Gordito Porridge, they're going at it, and Gordito picks up his, I think, 9th second piece.
I'm going to go with the defense here. Just want to. What do you feel about Indianapolis' defense?
I feel like they're going to score some touchdowns.
They're not ranked very high. Indianapolis or Baltimore?
Baltimore, you're not going to lose any points. You ain't going to get those flashy, like, 20-point defensive games, but you're going to get a whole bunch of, like, 7s, alright? That's why I draft them every league.
Yeah, sounds like something I'm into. A whole lot of 7s. Did you know that 7 and a 3 equal a 10?
Oh, really?
Motor chasing down Mitch Burns, but looks like he's going to lose out on DRS here. As the quest for fastest lap. Oh no, I guess he was within a second at the whatchamacallit zone, activation zone. Porridge holding up Cheesy Gordito at the moment, looking to equal his career high best finish from last week, which was a P4 in Italy. And he's all up the back of Porridge at the moment. Porridge, actually, congrats to him. Only drivers so far, knock on wood, no penalties.
And depending if VOD and Game Boy, if they pick up another warning each, Forge can maybe slip onto the podium again. But he does have Gordito all over his rear end. No.
Gordito here with 9 seconds too.
Yeah, he's just battling for pride or to be a nuisance. Either one is fine by me though, because it's creating some action. Gordito is all about some action.
All about that action, boss.
He does fly past Forge there.
I'm gonna go with this running back from the Jets, just because I'm running out of time. The kicker. Somebody's got to get the carries. It might be that Carter guy. I have no idea who that is. Forge, all he has to do is really just keep it tight here, and he should be able to get a pretty good result, even if he's getting passed. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not sure if Arcaka actually has the pace to keep up with him. But if he does, Forge might let him by to see if Arcaka can maximize points for the team.
DK on the back of Dylan here is probably going to get him into the chicane, I would think. The Wall of Champions chicane.
Well, it's not the whole chicane, I don't think. I think it's just the entry to the chicane. Because that's what sends you into the Wall of Champions.
DK just must be running way more downforce than Dylan, because he is all over him through the middle part of the lap and then just can't quite stick with him. He might be close enough here. Down the inside into one. Ooh, Dylan.
Ooh, it's tight.
Yeah, that was a squeeze. Uh-oh. Weird entry from Dylan. Gets a nice little love tap from DK. No harm, no foul.
And look who has the best tires of the group here. It's Mitch Burns.
I didn't even realize he was here. He wasn't here 2 laps ago.
DK's going to get that done around the outside. Dylan's line is compromised there a little bit. And with those fresh softs, I think Mitch is going to be able to get him into the hairpin. Whoa! Actually, Dylan just about...
Dylan moving all over in the braking zone.
Just about turned Mitch...
with wing damage.
How did he do that? And the 3-second penalty.
He's on just about 20% damage in his right front wing.
Oh. Dylan has...
Oh, Mitch, Dylan and Mitch got together.
Yeah, and there goes motor. I think Mitch was just expecting Dylan to back out there, and he kept his front wing in it. Turned Mitch around. As Dylan's letting motor go by. See if DK gets his elbows out a little bit more. As he's gonna have.
Oh! Dylan, I think, just tried to take Mitch out.
Yeah, I don't.
Rule number 1 of trying to.
Oh, no, he takes himself out. Okay. That's not a good look.
That was pretty nasty. Yep.
Not a good look from the Argentine. We are down to 11 drivers after that. Fun bit.
I don't think we were really at 12 drivers after those actions. Back up front though, B-Dog. 8.5 seconds.
8.5 seconds. Looking a lot like it was last week. Just once he got that moved on, it's been game over. Even with the safety car halfway through this race, picked up right where he left off. And Electric, doing a pretty good job here. Pick up some points.
Arcaka.
Up in a P6.
Ooh, Arcaka broke that wing even more. It went from 25% to 33. I think he might fall out. He might fall out of points.
I mean, Vamu's 30 seconds off the back.
I'm losing 11. Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah. Quick maths.
Point. You might fall into the point.
There you go.
But we are on the last lap here.
Yeah, we are. And 1 second gaps everywhere. Keep an eye on DK, see if he can get a move done up there.
He's gonna get him. Not here, but it's coming. He might get him out of 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he is.
He closed that down real fast. Yeah, Arkaka, no right front end plate.
Yeah, Motor's gonna get him too. He might get him out of. He's gonna get him out of the corner up there. Oh, he's going for it now. Oh, no!
Oh, whoa!
Patience, Motor. Oh man, there's wings everywhere. Mitch is gonna get them both.
What is?
I don't know what just happened.
What is he doing?
Did Motor just do the same thing his teammate did?
Yeah, it kind of looked like he just throttled it. Throttled it with both of those two. I think Arkaka was moving to the left so he could go through to the right.
Yeah.
And then Motor hit him, and then he tried to take out Motor and Mitch again. Kind of.
I don't know, but Porridge stole the podium from Bot on penalties.
Ooh, wow, good for Porridge. Sorry we missed all that, but yeah, Temper's obviously running a little high in the last couple laps of this race. But P-Dog back-to-back wins, makes it a repeat at Canada from Season 6, the last time the Contest of Speed visited this hybrid street circuit. Elite Game Boy and P2 kept it off the walls this week after a pole last week, so good for him. And Porridge Power, second straight podium. Somebody's finding a little bit of McLaren form. Bod in P4, Gordito P5, Electric Salvages a P6, Mitch P7. And we'll get to the rest later, obviously.
Vamu stole the fastest lap from Mitch.
From Mitch.
Even though he finished outside the points.
Well, those guys are going to be, well, actually, Mitch is going to be ahead of him in points, I believe, now. But ahead of everyone in the points, it's going to be P-Dog with the first female podium next to him this season in Elite Gamer Boy. Porridge in P3. Sprays Frederick Vasseurs' Asian son up on the podium. Lots of fun. Lots of fun to be had. Kind of looks like you, Swarner.
Huh?
Did you not see the Alfa Romeo guy?
I don't think I look like that one, Chief. That's a very poorly rendered Asian man. I'm being entirely honest.
Well, it takes one to know one. P-Dog, Elite Game Boy, Porridge, Bodhod, Gordito, Electric, Mitch, DK, Motor, Arkaka, Vamu, Dylan, Gru, Fatal, Clay, Shelley, and Villeneuve will round out what has been an eventful night here in Canada.
Let's see if we can get those boys in here for some post. Boys and girls. I don't know.
It's 2016.
Creatures.
Whoa. It's 2016. Chill out. I need
Porridge, finish that race with no penalties.
Yeah, well done to Porridge. It's the Wizard Award for him. And I gotta be honest, I've kind of fallen apart here in the back half of this draft. Oh no, I think I have 2 kickers.
I mean, you kind of fell apart early.
I don't hate my team, but I do have 2 kickers because I auto drafted one on accident.
Austin Cyber?
No. Although he will be playing in the dome, so maybe he can hit extra points now. I think we're gonna show off the cars here. We'll probably start with was McLaren, I guess, would be first one. Not sure about Elite Gamer Boy. Is he in here?
He's in the party, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, we're gonna wait for Porge to hop on in to get us kicked off. Where are we racing next week, Swarner?
I think it's Zandvoort.
Is
Maybe? Don't quote me. Okay, Porridge will not be joining us, and it is Zandvoort next week.
Okay.
Can't wait to spin out in the right hand.
Well, on behalf of Porridge, congratulations on his podium and finishing penalty-free. Second podium in a row for the McLaren. Moving on to second place, though, Elite Game Boy. Recovery after a great showing of potential in the debut, to finally get that podium. Maybe playing second fiddle the entire race, but to finally get that podium, score points. How you feeling?
Pretty good. I'll be honest. I didn't really expect to get higher than second there in the race. I knew going in that if I didn't qualify well enough, which I guess was just this pole, but I knew my race setup wasn't good enough. I didn't have the race pace to really do anything. I was so slow in the straights, and yeah, struggled really.
I feel like that may be a warning to me for tomorrow night. P-Dog, I think, had that thing on a rail the entire night. So I think P2 is more almost a win. Okay, we're gonna count that as the winner of the 16 others. For you. So congratulations on your first podium in contest speed in your second race, correct?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Although I don't count Monza.
Yeah. I won't either.
Brilliant debut.
Yeah. Now
Today.
Yeah, there you go. Great job on the debut, Elite Game Boy. Congratulations. And the man of the night, domination is the keyword. P-Dog Peyton. Congratulations.
Thanks. It was a fun race.
Any tips for us McLaren boys tomorrow night? We're struggling.
Well, I would give them, but I'm going to be racing in the Williams.
Oh boy.
So, there's that.
You can make us look silly.
Just look at my setup.
Noted. Duly noted. I don't think the setup was the only thing propelling you tonight. I think solid strategy calls, reacting to Game Boy's early pit stop, and then just controlling the race masterfully is probably what did it. But yeah, the just fastest car out there today. Congratulations on extending your championship lead.
Thank you.
And I think that's gonna wrap her up. El Kitten Petter.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed me drafting a 8th place fantasy team this evening. Thanks for sticking with us. Been a real fun one in Montreal. I believe there's going to be some ramifications for a couple of the actions taken at the end of that race. So stay tuned next week when we are in. What sound do wheel guns make? Andy, do you recall? Wheel guns go vert. We're gonna be in Zandvoort in the dunes
The Freaky Dutch.
with the Freaky Deaky Dutch. Tiesto's playing the after party, of course, for every race. We are actually hiding him in the Contest of Speed safe house outside of Amsterdam, where we'll all be hanging out virtually, of course, socially distanced. But you can catch us tomorrow, AM1. I guess all three of us are racing, huh? Around the streets of Montreal, or well, actually, Ile Notre Dame. If we're getting
P-Dog
specific,
will be racing. We'll be just strolling.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll probably be out pretty quick. start drinking some beers early. But yeah, for us, you guys can catch the EU side of things 4 p.m. Eastern every day through Thursday with EU1. We'll be in Zandvoort next week, and we'll see you then.